Today we're going to take a closer look at the invisibility spell. What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the brand new invisibility spell. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I wanted to go a little bit more in depth and answer a few questions I saw surrounding the new invisibility spell. So we're going to talk about the invisibility spell and break it down a little bit more. Remember guys, this spell unlocks at Town Hall 11, so it's not a max Town Hall level thing. So what you're going to have to do is at Town Hall 11, you're going to have to upgrade your spell factory up to level 6. And a question I saw a lot of yesterday was, do we get extra spell space? And the answer to this is no. When we upgrade that spell factory from level 5 up to level 6, all it's going to do is add a little bit more hit points and unlock the invisibility spell. So it's not going to add more capacity. We'll still have a capacity of 11. However, we will have that brand new spell available to us. And at Town Hall 11, the invisibility spell will go to level 2 and have a duration of 4 seconds. Now remember, that's always subject to change as the update isn't out yet, but that'll give us a general idea of what to expect. So just in case you missed yesterday's sneak peek, the invisibility spell is a spell that is going to make our units invisible, but it's also going to make defending buildings invisible as well, with the exception of two things: the walls and the siege machines. So we're going to quickly do an attack here, a Yeti Smash, so I can give you guys an idea of how this spell kind of functions before we get into the more in-depth stuff, because I've got some questions from the community I saw in my comments, and then I saw last night on stream, and I even saw in other people's streams. So we'll address some of those here today, but let's go ahead and let's talk about this. So let's go in like this. Let's go with a king and a Yeti, just a little bit of funneling there, and then we're gonna let that work. So remember, with the exception of walls and siege machines, that's the big thing here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw in our Yeti Smash. We're gonna get that all working. Now what we can do is we can actually protect our troops right here with an invisibility spell. As they walk into it, they become invisible, but notice that wall wrecker did not, and they got burnt up by that single target inferno. I tried to pop my warden's ability to protect it, but it was too late. But again, we can protect through here and make that stuff invisible, but you do have to be careful because you can make it so that your units are actually going to ignore other things. So we can actually hide this stuff to try to push the queen back inside here. It doesn't work out. She doesn't like it. But check this out. Like, they'll ignore the eagle because now they can't see the eagle. So it's kind of a two-way thing here. You have to be really precise with these drops, and that's going to be a little bit tough. So, you know, we can make our royal champion invisible, but if we drop it on this cannon, she can't see that cannon either. So you want to make sure that you're dropping it on your units as best as possible, unless you're using it to funnel. Now, one thing I showed off was the possibility of using the invisibility spell to get that seeking shield to direct the right way that you want it to. So this is an example of trying to get that shield to go the way we want it to. So if I throw the seeking shield in here, it may go to that cannon, may go to that inferno tower. It's kind of hard to predict, but we can be sure. Or even if like we want to make sure, like if that cannon is closer and we know that, we can make sure that it's going to go the way we want it to. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use that Zap Quake Royal Champion combo, and this could, you know, maybe we're setting up for an epic queen charge here, so we could zap out here and then we can quake, and that'll make that inferno weak enough so our seeking shield can go ahead and get it down. Now we throw in our royal champion and we can throw the invisibility spell right in there, and since she can't see that cannon, you see what I mean? Like, it's going to go right in there and ignore that cannon for the pathing. So that's something that can be very useful. And now, like, you know, if we want to queen charge up this side, or even, you know, queen charge right into the town hall, we don't have to worry about that single. So I saw a few questions on stream last night talking about, like, why would you use an invisibility spell rather than, like, a freeze spell? And then I also saw in the comments of today's video will the queen become invisible and the healers can't see her? So let's test all that stuff out. Let's do some queen charges here and kind of play around with, like, why we would use an invisibility spell over, say, like a freeze spell. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my queen in here. We're gonna do some Coco Loons here. I'm gonna go with just a couple Coco Loons here, just testing for any seeking air mines. Also, if I can get that archer tower down, it'll be great. And then, like, why you may go with an invisibility spell is, I have a theory on why this could be good. If, like, she gets locked onto by too many defenses, we can make it so that they can't see her, and then she can heal back up and continue firing away. Or, like, say, like, these two bows are firing on her and a single over here locks onto her. We can make her invisible so the bows and the single won't hit her, and then she'll be able to get more health on her. So let's test that out. Let's test with the theory about the healer seeing her. It looks like the healers can still see her here, even if we just make her invisible. Let's try that. Yeah, we can make her invisible, but look, remember, we're gonna make whatever's on defense invisible too. So we made that king invisible as well. Now, another thing that's gonna be nice about this is we can use it to actually like push our queen up inside. Now, I know I was a little bit late there, but hopefully you can kind of get what I'm going for with that. Let's go ahead and pop her ability. I should have brought more rage spells. This queen is under some heavy fire, but we can make her invisible, so it's okay. But you can kind of see what I'm going for here, right? Like, she's invisible, so she's able to take this stuff out. Now, it is only 4.5 seconds. I think the freeze has a little bit longer duration, but I think it's still going to be pretty useful. The one big issue is that you have to be aware of like where you put it in, because it will make those defensive buildings invisible as well. Now, another comment I saw on stream and we talked about on there and in a comment here from Stefan is skeleton spell will come back into the meta maybe because of the zap nerf, something like 2 invisible spells with 1 rage and 2 skeletons, talking about to take out a clan castle. So let's test that out. My issue with this is the perhaps possibility of like the slower spawn of the skeleton. So let's see. So like, all right, so we can go like 3 skeletons or 4 skeletons, a rage, a 6, and then 2 skeleton spells would be the same as like a zap quake combination. So we can go 4, 2, and 1. So let's go like that. Let's go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then, but here's the issue, is we're gonna make this invisible. It's gonna make the defenses invisible. So it kind of makes it useless, because like we can try to make these guys useless, but again, it's gonna make, like, unless you're super precise, it's gonna be really hard like to get that precision. I mean, it can be done, but if you're off at all, you're gonna cost yourself. I mean, it worked right there. I mean, that just worked right there, but I feel like that was a little bit more than 7. I don't know, not too bad. I think that was 8. So it's all about the precision of hiding skeletons. I don't know, plausible, but is it gonna be OP and back in the meta? I'm not sure. So one thing I saw yesterday, I think it was on Carbon Fin stream, was saying that like Electron's gonna be OP now. I don't quite think so. I think Electron, not with invisibility spells, but check this out. So if we go in and we Electron, and then we invisibility spell our Electron, the issue is if we don't make only our stuff, like if we make that queen invisible, there's the issue right there. If we make our queen or anything else invisible that shouldn't be, it's pretty much a waste, right? Like, it's that precision, and with an Electron, it's a little bit of a quicker movement. So I don't know with an Electron if it's gonna make it like something that's really, really OP, unless you like have that queen just a little bit ways away. I'm not sold on that one. So a traditional Electron may not work with the invisibility spell, but I have a fun idea to perhaps get it to work with the Stone Slammer, which means we may be able to get a little bit more value. I don't know. We're gonna test it. I just wanted to try this out. This was something I was thinking of. All right, so let's go ahead, and I want to get this cannon down, and then like once this cannon drops, we're gonna go ahead and throw that in, so that we're gonna push the Stone Slammer a little bit further in, and then we can go ahead and clone an Electron out of there. I don't know, you know, like just trying to get creative and think outside the box. That's something, I don't know. Is it worth going over with a blimp and adding an extra spell? Probably not. That's gonna be super situational, but it's fun at minimum. I mean, that's always what I'm looking for. Just have a little bit of fun with it, right? We've paid a ton of attention to the higher town halls, Town Hall 13, but what about like those lower town halls? Is this thing gonna have any effect on like a Town Hall 11? And I think the answer could be maybe. I think it's gonna work well with attacks such as like the 5 ICG, in which we can get like big clusters of troops together, and that's exactly what we're gonna try to accomplish here right now. Is we're gonna try to get a big cluster of troops going, and then we're going to try to use the invisibility spell to help protect them. So let's go ahead and start our 5 ICG. This is the epitome of spam, but it's a really, really nice Town Hall 11 attack. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just literally full send right up the middle on this attack. And it also can be used to redirect. So that's something to always keep in mind. But we can go ahead and get everything working right up the middle. We can go ahead and hit our Warden ability here in the core. And then let's go ahead and hit the rage right there. And then look, as we get in here, perhaps, you know, a single locks onto our queen, but we can go ahead and we can throw our invisibility spell, and we can, you know, protect our queen and protect our other troops as well for that 5 seconds. So it's something to keep in mind. It's kind of situational, but in this situation where we have, you know, multiple units, It can almost be used similar to how you would use a freeze spell. Now, will it be game-breaking for the lower town halls? I don't think so. Will it be useful? Oh, I should probably freeze this wizard tower. Will it be useful? Yeah, probably. But again, very, very situational on these lower town hall attacks. But I don't know. I like it. I think it can be, in some situations, it can be a sub out of a freeze spell. But it can also be more versatile than a freeze spell, adding a little bit more depth, especially if like you're doing like Queen Walks, or maybe you're a Town Hall 11 hybrid player. This can help you. I know a lot of Town Hall 11 hybrid players struggle getting their queen inside the base. The invisibility spell can help that by, you know, making her not see those buildings that are going to loop her around and then push her in to where your wall's going to break. So will it have a lot of effect on the lower town halls? Time will tell. It depends on like what people see. And then another thing I saw was, can you use it with bat spells? Let's test it. So with the bat spells, I personally think that the invisibility spell is not really going to be a good move, and using like freeze spells is probably going to still be the standard. I mean, we use freeze spells for bats for a reason, but let's go ahead and test it out. I mean, you know, what do I know? The one thing is like maybe we could freeze the bats like before they get to this wizard tower, so the wizard tower can't see them. But like, where would that ever be better than just using a freeze spell? I think freeze spell is going to be the way to go with bats. So it does work, but the bats move so fast, I don't think it's worth the investment. So I saw a comment saying, I can't wait to make sneaky goblins invisible longer. Yeah, farming, let's go. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like while we're on it. So what I want to do is I want to just clear out the outside, and I want to try to get these sneaky goblins a little bit more inside. Obviously, we know it's going to make them invisible, but how effective is that going to be? So I want to break in here. I should have brought wall breakers. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. We're doing this completely the hard way. But we're going to break in here, and I want this compartment open, and then I want to try to keep these guys invisible for a decent length. So we can take that down. That's fine. All right, perfect. Even if we get this dark elixir down, fine, perfect, good. But I want to see if we can get into like the town hall with these guys. All right, so let's go like that. Let's go one more. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw in a jump, and we're going to try to keep the sneaky goblins invisible the whole time to the town hall. All right, so we should be counting, but I forgot how to count. All right. Oh, we make them cloaked. Oh, but they just still trigger traps. Oh, oh, okay, hold on. Round two. All right, we can do this. Oh, wait, we can make, hold on, wait. We can actually just make this invisible and get them to go to the town hall. We can, oh no, we made the town hall invisible. Hold on, we're gonna get this to work. All right, guys, take two. We're going straight for the town hall here. All right, so let's go ahead and get our jump spell in. Let's go ahead and get our sneakies. We're gonna go with like a 3-finger drop here, so maybe we can get more sneakies in faster. We're gonna have them ignore that. Let's go there, and then let's have them run through here, making them invisible. Can they get it? Oh, they got it! Oh my goodness. Okay, so that could work for farming and not losing trophies. Oh man, this spell's actually going to be really, really fun just to play with. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, answering more questions about the brand new invisibility spell. I tried to cover everything I could think of and that I saw you guys commenting on, so hopefully it helps out quite a bit. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and turn on all those notifications. That way you don't miss any future sneak peeks. You guys aren't going to want to miss what's coming to Clash of Clans. It's some incredible stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing. While you watch that whole video, here's another video that YouTube thinks you'll like, and here's a playlist of similar videos.